How many M pitchers have won 30 plus games? Okay, hold on. Have won 30 plus games. Okay, this is in a season?
In a season.
Oh
Yep.
my word.
Since 1900. So let's put a cap on it a
So
little bit.
it's like 1900 to 19. Let's see. Oh, okay, I got one.
2023. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, realistically, since 1970, has anybody won 30 games? I don't think so.
Yeah. No. Okay. So yeah, here we go. I told you that 2024 really stepped up their game when it comes to obscurity. So here we are, dropped in the middle of it. How many pitchers whose last name begins with the letter M have won 30 or more games since 1900? 1, 2, 3, or a 7? That's an enormous jump.
Oh my word!
And we both know the same one, so it's at least one.
At least one. But the thing, I have no idea. Like,
okay, I've got another one in my head who may have done it. But then there's like early 1900s, 1900 to like say 1940.
Yeah, it's like a guy like Ed Walsh, who was winning like 40 games a year. But I had no idea until we even started doing this trivia show like a year ago who that even was.
Yeah.
I'll go with 3. Sure, why not?
Okay.
All those brothers out there.
I'm either going 2 or I'm going which one is not like the others and go all the way to 7. I think I'm going to go 7.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to go 7. I don't feel good about that answer, but we're going to give it a try and see what happens. The correct answer is 3.
So I got it. Wait, did I guess 3?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yes.
3. Okay, so who did you have?
Well, I mean, I had McLean and I had Mathewson.
Okay.
And then I just threw another one in there for good measure.
Threw one in there.
There's somebody out there that I don't know.
And well, I mean, you played it right. That's what you did. So the last time a pitcher won 30 was 1968. That was Denny McLain. We both knew that one.
Yeah.
He was 31-6 for the Tigers. In 1903 and 04. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Mathewson was correct. Christy Mathewson.
Nice.
He did it in 03, 04, and 05, and 08. Won 37 games in 1908.
Okay.
And the one you just threw in there, zinged it, was Mathewson's teammate, Joe McGinnity.
Okay.
Who did it in 03 and 04. Won 31 and 35, which means McGinnity and Mathewson combined in 03 won 61 games. And in 04 won 68 between them.
It's insane.
Crazy town.
That's crazy. Part of me is wondering, like, when was the last pitching staff? Like a whole pitching staff? You think to win 68?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Because I was thinking like the Astros when like Verlander won like 20 or whatever a couple years ago. And then
you're obviously talking about starting pitchers.
Yeah, starting pitchers. Yeah. So, then you had Luis Garcia won a bunch of games. Christian Javier. So I'm thinking the year they won the World Series, 22. So they probably did it. They probably had over 68. But Anyway,
It's 12-8, heading into the weekend. Aaron's got some work to do.
mm-hmm.
You're gonna give it a try, and
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
the
try and
old
stop you.
play some defense. Are you playing zone?
Yeah.
We're going matchup 2-3, 1-3-1,
Full court press.
full court. What was it I was trying
Full
to do? We did 1-3-1. Did we had a trapping 1-3-1?
Yeah.
What was that? What do we call it?
Well,
Red?
the full court trap 1-3-1 was like Kentucky or Diamond or something like that.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking of the half court version, but
yeah. Well, we're in a different sport right now.
Hey, what kind of defense?
I'm gonna play the shift. Do we allow the shift in trivia?
We could. Part of this, though, is just to be fair. So my son and I, about a week ago, went to our first ever NBA game. Well, I've been to like 2 other NBA games, but he'd never been, and we'd never been in Denver, close to where we live, and we had a good time. So that's I got a little bit of basketball in the brain right now.
Yeah, me too. I mean, my son and I went to our first NBA game since the one we went to when we were in seniors in high
Yeah.
school, probably. Down in Portland, because Seattle doesn't have a team. We're not bitter about that at all.
No.
And that was fun. Those Blazers Warriors.
So did the Warriors pull that one out?
Yeah, they won at the last play of the game. It was fun.
Okay. Yeah, the Nuggets were up like 10-20 the whole game, and then missed a bucket right at the end and roll off the rim. They lost by 2. So it was unfortunate. Story for have we told this story about, because I was telling my son about the story about us going to the Sonics game, which I couldn't remember when the Sonics left, so I couldn't remember like how close we were to the end there. But we went with our basketball team because we won state. This is 2001. So we win state, and then the Seattle Sonics are basically like, hey, we're honoring all the state champions. Here's some free tickets. Sonics weren't very good. We show up. Our seats were supposed to be in like the 200, like in the upper deck.
Yeah.
We get there early. Somebody gives us a little tour, and I don't know all the mechanics of how it worked out, but we all ended up with seats down at floor level, like close to floor level. Like down where Warren Moon sits, because like Hall of Fame quarterback, because we all got his autograph down there. And then so before the game, we're kind of hanging out when they're giving us a little tour, and they're like, hey, by the way, we're doing, in between the first and second quarters, we do a 3-point shooting contest. Do any of you guys want to do it? And they're all like, Adam and Aaron should do it. So we're twins, obviously, and everybody's like, hey, the twins should do it. So sponsored by the lottery, we go down there. So Adam and I end up, I want to hear your perspective here, but we end up participating in the in between quarter entertainment. We are the entertainment, having a 3-point contest. And we're both, this was like May, so we're like in fully baseball mode, no basketball mode. So we had a little bit of trouble putting the ball in the bucket.
Yeah.
But
well, and we're in
NBA threes too.
We're in street clothes,
shooting NBA threes. Which
I don't remember it being threes. Was it threes?
Yeah, it was
NBA threes. Wow,
NBA threes. Yeah,
that's bananas. Yeah, I remember that I won by one shot, and it was my last shot.
Yeah,
that's what I remember.
That is accurate. I did not take home the victory. And then I think another part of that too that I didn't realize until it just reminded me is that it was sponsored by the lottery, so you had to be 18, and not everybody on. Actually, I think most guys were close, but you had to be 18 to participate. We were there. So
Yeah, the swag that we got wasn't amazing. I mean,
The sweater was brutal.
like an enormous gray fleece sweater that just said Lotto on it.
Yeah, it was. I never wore that even once.
Yeah, I think I wore it around the house a little bit. The coolest thing that I felt like I got was just the giant roll of Lotto
Yeah,
tickets.
the scratch tickets,
Yeah, which
which
amounted to very
it
little.
was like $2,
Yeah.
which is it's wild. I mean, because we anyway. The whole
The
other story.
memory was more valuable than anything we got.
Yeah, I wish I had a little bit more vivid memory of it, but it just goes quick. You go down the little
Yeah.
tunnel, and then they're like, "Okay, go out there and shoot it,"
Yeah.
and then you're just done. And you're like, "That's it," and then you go
That's
back to
it.
your seats, and so
Yeah.
fun,
I
fun
do
memory.
I do remember the Sonics played the Warriors that night.
Oh, was it?
So
I didn't
my
even remember that
two
much.
my two regular season NBA games have involved the Warriors.
Nice.
Little fun fact
That's a fun
that
fact.
you're not interested in.
Oh, I mean, what do I do with that information? I take it to the bank is what I might do with that.
Oh yeah.
So, but I get to watch. So I mean, I watched Nuggets Magic play, and one of the Magic better players is Gonzaga, which we're big Gonzaga basketball fans. Jalen Suggs, second year player, he had a really nice game. Played really well. I felt it felt great for him, but I didn't want them to win.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's all. We've droned.
And we're back to baseball, and we'll be back to baseball trivia tomorrow with more obscene obscurity.
Okay. All right, I can't wait for it. Let's go.
We'll see you then.